Uh, Welcome to today's lesson and good evening. We are going to study on the general E.C.D.E course objectives, the E.C.D.E course objectives. And here is number 1. I will read for you and you will explain actually what you think, and I add what you have not said well. Now, number 1. E.C.D.E course objective number 1 is to acquire and apply knowledge, skills, and attitudes to develop. The first one is relevant E.C.D.E programs. The second one is child exploration skills, creativity, self-expression, and discovery. The third part of number 1 is individual child potential. And then lastly is child's sense of citizenship and positive social interaction. Okay, try on that. What do you understand when we say to acquire and apply knowledge, skills, and attitude towards to develop relevant E.C.D.E programs? What does that mean?
I think it means that the children, from the knowledge that they acquire, they can be able to do this on their own, and they can come up with new ideas and discover some new potentials in them.
Yes, thank you. Apparently, if you look at it very well, the first section says to acquire and apply knowledge. You know, acquiring means to get it. And you can get from teaching like this, you can get by exploration, you can get by learning by your own through the internet, through the books, through any other source, and then apply knowledge. You see, when you have acquired knowledge and you do not use it, it does not become useful. It does not give you any additional behavioral value than what you did not have. So in this case, I look at it, it says, acquire and apply knowledge, skills, and attitude. The three are important because knowledge will guide your skills. And your skills and knowledge, if you know what you're doing, you will have a positive attitude towards the program. So it means if you lack one of them, you are not completely advancing in the field of study. Okay, so when we say to acquire and apply knowledge, skills, and attitude to develop relevant E.C.D.E programs, what are some of the relevant E.C.D.E programs you know? What are some of the relevant E.C.D.E programs that you know? Yes, Mary?
Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
I didn't get the question.
The question is, what are the relevant E.C.D.E programs? What are some of the relevant E.C.D.E programs that you know?
Too hard.
Yes? Okay. Some of the relevant E.C.D.E programs when children are in school, number 1 is feeding program. You are aware that during break time or lunch, they must feed, take some snacks, or when they are going to trips, they carry some food. So this is very relevant because when you are with the children and you do not feed them, they will not get energy to learn. They will not get even the enough nutrients to grow. They will not actually come up with developmental milestones that are expected in children. So it is very relevant to have ECD program with feeding. The second one I can also trace. Another program is the co-curricular activities. You know them. They are very relevant. For example, which co-curricular activities do you know?
Games.
Yes. For example?
Games.
Yes, games. Games are very important because they help our children to grow stronger, isn't it? And even have physical fitness. We have other co-curricular activities like trips, field trips, educational tours, and many others. The third, the second one is child exploration skills, creativity and self-expression, and also discovery. When you talk about exploration, this is when children are trying to find out what else they don't know. That is why we give them modeling clay. What is the function of the modeling clay? These ones, they'll help their fine motor skills. Try to mold different features. They can mold man-made features. They can also mold They can also mold natural features. They can mold maybe buildings, they can mold trees, they can mold human beings, anything. That is exploration and creativity, depending on what they think, depending on what they have ever seen, and depending on what they desire in the environment. They will also expressing themselves and also showing the discovery of what they are able to design. The third section of number 1 still says individual child potential. When we talk about child potential, we are referring to what they can naturally do. We have so many other things that children can do naturally. What do you know? Examples?
Examples of what they can do.
Yes.
Okay. Some are good drawers.
Very good. Yes.
They can draw.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, you are very clear. Proceed.
Another.
Yes, you can add another one.
Okay. Others can be able to give a very good speech before other people's.
Yeah, true.
To
Yeah, true. Others can dance very well. Others can be team leaders. You know, others can lead others. When they are playing, you see one of them looks like a leader, isn't it? Others are responsible. Others are caring. So it's something that you have to be very key. That so the course objective, why you are going to be to learn and also be a professional teacher, you should know that you should be able to nurture individual child's potential as an ECD teacher. Don't be the one that does everything. Allow them to clear the board. Yes, so when they clear the board, that is responsibility. Allow them to collect maybe the plates after the meals. That one shows that they are able to take care of the environment and so forth and so on. Another one, the fourth one, is child's sense of citizenship and social interaction. For example, child's sense of citizenship. Children should be aware that they are Kenyans, isn't it? How will they know they are Kenyans? By either use of understanding of the government, the president, the flag, the name of the country, the location, the cities, anything, the tribes. What else can they learn for the nationalism? Maybe citizenship. They should know that they are a part of the community and so forth and so on. Okay, are you able to see number 2? Kindly read number 2.
create activity that foster positive social interaction.
Yes. What are these activities that can foster positive social interaction? For example, the drawing you said, they will start borrowing the colors and telling their friends, oh, please help me with the red color. So you see, that is a positive interaction. They'll be asking the teacher to mark their work after finishing. They'll say, oh, teacher, I'm done with my work. So this is positive interaction. They're even able to develop their speech. They can express themselves well. They can have a disciplined way of talking. Then number 3, kindly read number 3.
Adapt technology in teaching and learning activities.
Yes, they should acquire, adapt, and apply technology in teaching and learning activities. You as a teacher, Deepen is showing you an example that it doesn't mean that you must be in school to teach. Even your children now, you can still teach them. As long as you are able to connect with their parents, you should be able to teach them. And then you should apply technology, that is IT. You should be able to use computers, you should be able to use internet, and for the purpose of teaching and learning activities. For example, remember, there is also the way you can be retrieving learning materials. You can be retrieving teaching materials from the internet, especially pictures, videos, the songs for children, maybe the lessons to teach, the notes, meaning of words. Instead of having a dictionary along you all the time, you can still be searching some words on the internet. So this is why we say applying of technology. Number 4.
Identify and develop materials and locally available materials.
Yes, identify and develop materials using locally available materials. You should not all the time be buying, be buying what? Teaching materials. You can collect them in the street or in the farm, those ones that are locally available to you. What is the reason? Because they are very cheap, isn't it? They are very easy to get, and you can acquire them as soon as you can reach them in your environment. Number 5.
Knowledge and attitude for further education.
And training, yes. You should acquire knowledge, skills, and attitude for further education and training. For example, you were once in E.C.D.E. Those children are still in E.C.D.E. You got the attitude to continue to primary, to high school. Now you are in your certificate. In future, you should go to diploma, degree, and proceed. You get the idea. So this one is because you have acquired the attitude through the E.C.D.E. So this is the course objective. Okay, number 6.
A positive attitude to add moral and religious values.
Good. If your children are, the children in your class are Christians, are Muslim, you should be able to help them develop the positive attitude towards morality and also the religion of their origin. Don't force them out of what they know, but ensure that they embrace the religious and moral aspect. Number 7.
Develop acceptable social values which underline good human relation and use them in dealing with the children in the community.
Very good. So develop acceptable social values. For example, using the etiquette of the words like, for example, thank you, welcome, please, may I talk to you? Hi. So you see, these are some of the acceptable social values. You can apologize, you can appreciate people so that you can have a good relation with them, and you also use them in dealing with the children and the community. Okay. Number 8.
Identify the things the student is questioning provides required services. Services required.
Yes, identify and assist children with special needs. Remember, not all children in your class will be having all the moderate features like any other human being. Some of them will be special need children, hearing impaired. Others are like dumb. Others are maybe not able to see. Others are not able to walk well. How can you help them? How can you refer where they can get help? Maybe how can they be associated maybe with the sponsors or the government facilities that can help them? So this is some of the roles of the E.C.D.E course, and that's why you will be learning special needs in your course. Number 9.
Appreciate the rich and varied cultural heritage of people of Kenya and instill the same to the children.
Yes, you as an E.C.D teacher, you should be able to appreciate the rich and varied culture heritage. For example, if you are, you can meet the Maasai, appreciate that they can be pastoralists. If you can meet other people, like for example, the Kisi with their bananas or whichever other we know about them. If you can meet the Luos with the music, they know how to play the music, they know how to cook fish. So you see, this is something that we can learn from them, and it can help us, isn't it? When you look at people like maybe the Kalenjin, they are very good in running, athletes. So this is the culture. We can see what do they do, and we learn. Maybe when we learn what they can do, we are appreciating it, the rich culture, and still we can apply the same, instill the same in children. Number 10. Read number 10.
Develop a national and international. Develop national and international consciousness for educational excellence.
Yes, that's why even if they are young, you as a teacher talk about Uganda, talk about Kenya, because they'll be even be seeing in the news everywhere. So they should know that Kenya is not the only country. Sometimes you teach them, they ask you, how many Kenyans are there again? Do we have any other Kenya? So they think only the world is full of one nation. They should know that we have other countries. They should be conscious of other possible countries. Are you able to see number 11? Yes, read number 11, please.
No positive attitude toward the provision of proper child health, nutrition, and care.
Yes, develop positive attitude, because if children are fed well, they'll grow. If they are given right feeding, they are given the right feeding proportions, they will be strong. If they are given proteins, they will repair their body when they get hurt. So you should know all the health, nutrition, and care components that can that you can use to advise even the parents and the community. Number 12. Read number 12, please.
Acquire information on proper environmental conservation practice.
Yes, acquire information on proper info. Where do you get them? Information you can get on the website of the World Health Organization. You can get even in the country. We have other organizations that advocate for environmental conservation. We have books. We have even the subject called environmental. So when they read it, they are able to get some of the subtopics there that will help them not to pollute the environment and embrace clean surrounding. Number 13. Kindly read the 13. Please read number 13.
Experience. Okay. And ditch the school.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So should enrich the child experience to enable the child to cope better with the primary school life. We have primary school life, for example, writing, reading, playing, going for break. They should know they sit down until break time. So these are some of the things we are instilling in children. Number 14. Kindly read
Enable the
14.
child to enjoy.
Yes.
Enable the child to enjoy running through play.
Yes, that one every E.C.D.E teacher knows that play is part of the life of children. Number 15, lastly, and then we go for break. We come back for the last session. Number 15.
Adapt a change or new situations.
Yes, so you should be able to adapt change. You should not be resistant to change. So I'll leave you for a break of 15 minutes, and then we come back when we shall be able to complete the summary of Unit 1, Unit 2, and then we end the day today. So bye-bye. I'll share the, you'll just